There's about 6 or 7 questions, if
That's great.
So, my name is Simone Sanchez, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing President Terry Sawyer for the Greyhound. My first question, what's new at Loyola?
We have a brand new class of first-year students and transfer students. I've gotten to know them a little bit. A very qualified class, one of the highest GPA classes we've ever had. We also have new programs at Loyola. This is the first year we have nursing students at Loyola. And it was exciting to see new disciplines. And nursing isn't the only new program. There's other programs that are starting at Loyola, and that's a good thing that you see that we're continually looking at our academic offerings and making sure that they align with our mission, with what students want to study, and what ultimately the world needs.
What initially drew you to Loyola University, Maryland, and what excites you most about leading the community?
God, that was 26 years ago, and to be honest, at the time, it was just a great opportunity. I was working as an attorney. I was aware of Loyola. My wife, Courtney, attended Loyola, but then when I got here, very quickly, I decided if I'm allowed, I'd love to just make this my career. I just fell in love with the place. It's a gift, a blessing, if you will, to work at a place that what the place stands for and its values align almost perfectly with my personal values. When you find that, that's, to me at least, feels like rarefied air. I just truly believe that Loyola, this is going to sound a little corny, but that Loyola is ultimately good for the world. Different businesses, they produce different things. You might work at a place that produces paper clips or computer chips or financial services, and those are all great. But we work at a place that produces citizens. Wow, even as I'm saying it out loud, I get like little goosebumps, because what an opportunity to be able to work at a place like that.
So that kind of leads into my third question. What are you most looking forward to this year?
I'm looking forward to really galvanizing this community together to navigate these changing times that we're in. I mean, right, we're seeing this happening around us, the complete coarseness of our discourse, the inability for us as a society to have difficult conversations, to agree to disagree respectfully, to share different points of view in a respectful and even loving way. I'm just so saddened by the fact that we as a people just seem to be really incapable of doing that. All of higher education is facing this, and so many other industries, so many other parts of us or of our society are facing these challenges. And I love a challenge. I'm looking forward to seeing how we meet the moment as a community and how we stay together as we figure out how we navigate what are just confusing times, difficult times for our country.
How do you feel about Loyola being recognized as a dream school?
I've never met the author. I hope I get to. He has essentially validated what I have been saying for decades about Loyola. Loyola might not be the most famous school in the country. I get it. Harvard, Yale, Princeton, these have greater brand and name notoriety, and they're wonderful institutions. But I love that he's giving a nod to the fact that there are other places that are not as nationally recognized that still do an outstanding job of creating community, of being a place where students, I think, really feel like they can be themselves. Loyola Ready is not just a slogan. I really believe that when our students leave here, they are ready. And so I love that someone that I've never met, that did not go to Loyola, he's not doing anyone any favors, he just did an objective look. Because there's a bunch of schools that are absolutely top quality. I love the dream schools, and Loyola is one of them. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah. So my fifth question, who or what inspires your leadership style?
People ask you questions about leadership and you say, I guess I'm a leader now.
Right.
The only way I know to lead is to be authentic. But I think in order to be a good leader, you have to be authentic. You have to be yourself. You can't do an impression of someone else that you admire. So I guess if I had to pick a leader, this might be predictable, but St. Ignatius.
Yeah.
During the time that I've spent in Jesuit education to learn a lot about St. Ignatius, real guy, real man. The proof that he was such an effective leader is that, number one, he was incredibly selfless, and number two, his leadership and what he's created has served the test of time. It's the oldest and longest standing educational tradition in the history of the world. So I'd have to give the nod to the big guy himself, St. Ignatius of Loyola.
My sixth question, what advice would you give to students who want to make the most of their time here at Loyola?
And you're a senior, so you're going to have to get going on this.
I know.
If you don't know by now.
I know.
I think about my own college experience and the things that I distracted myself with, and And I can't, there's certainly, this is going to sound like I'm going to say it like an opinion, but I think it's probably an objective fact. It's never been more easy to distract yourself. What you don't want to have happen is at the end of your 4 years at Loyola that you have regrets, things that you didn't do, things that you wish you did, and trust me, when you leave and you look back and you realize how much time you have as a student, you will look back on that with a little bit of nostalgia and say, wow, I wish I could go back and do that for a year.
Definitely.
So the advice is to be really intentional about how you're going to use your time. And check that box when you do that thing.
Okay.
And at the end of the year, you'll realize that you had some experiences that if you just let sort of the time just sort of carry you, you won't do a lot of those things. You will just run out of time.
This is my final question with President Sawyer.
But aren't we doing this like every other?
I know!
Last question for the next
question
few
of the
weeks,
first
and then we'll be
session,
back.
like, I'm getting sentimental already, but
Yeah.
my last question for this session. What's one thing you wish every student knew about you?
I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty open book, so I think students kind of know where I'm coming from. But what's really important for me, for them to know, is how grateful I am to basically share this community with you. I mean, I live here. When I have a free 20 minutes, which is rare, but when I have a free 20 minutes, I pop out of that chair and I walk around and talk to as many students as I can because I enjoy it. I get energy from all of you. I get inspiration from all of you. I heard on the news this summer that one of the hardest jobs in America is being a university president. I think that might be a little bit of an exaggeration.
Really?
But there's got to be harder jobs. But the point is, I love this job because we get to do this together. We have gifted faculty that love their students. That does not happen everywhere. Our faculty know their students and our students know their faculty. And to express how proud we are of you all and how we have such high hopes and aspirations for you when you leave here. So the banner, the headline would just be gratitude. I just hope you know how grateful I am, number one, that you chose Loyola, and number two, that myself and Courtney and Annie and Clementine, we all get to be here together in this incredible experience. Loyola is more than an education, it's an experience. And we get to experience it together.
Can we get a Go Hounds?
God bless and go Hounds.
Well, I wanted to take this time to thank President Sawyer so much for sitting down and being part of this interview series. God bless and go Hounds, like President Sawyer said, and this is Simone Sanchez reporting for the Greyhound.
I want to thank Simone and Roxy behind the camera, making it all work, and I look forward to continuing to have these conversations throughout the course of the year. So thank you.